Pharma companies are betting big on drugs that treat MASH, a serious liver disease linked to obesity and metabolic issues. Several companies have snapped up experimental drugs this year, including Roche and Novo Nordisk, which each have agreed to acquire liver disease-focused companies in deals potentially worth several $billion apiece. The moves follow the successful launch of Madrigal's drug Rezdiffra, which was the first MASH drug cleared by the FDA back in March 2024. For more on the increasingly competitive space, Madrigal Pharmaceuticals CEO Bill Sibold joins us here on set. Bill, it's great to see you again.
Great to see you. Thanks for having me.
So Wegovy was approved in August for the treatment of MASH. I'm wondering how things, if at all, have changed in terms of physicians' indications, in terms of their indications of interest in using Rezdiffra versus competitors.
Yeah, well, look, having more entrants is really helpful. It drives awareness, treatment, and ultimately with the profile of product that we have with Rezdiffra, it helps us overall. So we've been talking about, since launch, steadily adding patients, and that's been the case since the launch of Wegovy as well.
Okay, so there has been no change whatsoever. I mean, how do you regard the space in terms of having enough share for everybody involved? And at what point do you say they are competitors?
Yeah, I mean, look, we have to think about what the market dynamics are. We talk about 315,000 diagnosed patients in the United States. In our last quarter call, we talked about having over 23,000 patients on drug. That's 7% penetration into that marketplace. Now, the diagnosis rate, we estimate to be about 10%. So the number of prevalent patients out there that are waiting to be diagnosed is many times what we have already treated in the 23,000. So there's so much market development left that this can support multiple products entering it. And that will actually help drive diagnosis and treatment. So we're at the very beginning here. I mean, this is a market which is destined to be a big specialty market. If you think even of markets like rheumatoid arthritis, psoriasis, that are 25 years since the first launch, they have 15 products, and they're over $20 billion in value. So look where we are now. In the last quarter, we said that we are on an $800 million run rate. This is really the beginning with 7% penetration. So we need more companies to come in. We need more awareness. We need more innovation, and we're hoping to lead that.
These companies that are entering the space or are trying to enter the space, they're large companies, very deep pockets and huge marketing budgets. And I'm wondering how you think about where you're positioned and how you're positioned. And of course, the next logical question is, would you ever be one of these targets for a larger pharma company who's looking to expand their pipeline into a very hot area?
Yeah, so look, in my career, I've competed against the biggest of big. That doesn't scare me at all, doesn't scare us at all. You know, looking again at the fundamentals, we've got a great product profile, and we've hired a team that has scaled companies and products before. And that's really important. So we feel that we can compete. This is a specialty market. You know, these 315,000 patients are being treated by specialists, hepatologists, gastroenterologists, some endocrinologists. And because of it being that targeted, we have the ability, a company our size, to very easily and adequately target them and be successful. And so far we have been. If you look at the metrics, and we look objectively at the 10 best launches in specialty over the last 10 years, and we are tracking at or near the top of every metric. So this is objectively an outstanding launch. So we feel we can compete against anyone. And by the time the next competitor comes, we'll be that many more tens of thousands of patients into it. And this is hard work, and you learn and iterate along the way. So we're going to be well ahead of anyone who comes in. No, we're happy to have them here, and we wish them good luck.